Nintendo Switch.
It's called the fucking Switch! Hello everyone and welcome back to VoxelTron Gaming, me VoxelTron, and today we're gonna rip the shit out of the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry, the Nintendo NX has been literally has the ability to perpetually create hype. And what they've done with it is fuck up. I'm sorry, but they have, and I'm gonna rip it a new one. This is by no means an attack on Nintendo, it's just an attack on their shitty PR. So, without further ado, let's do this shit. I'm not sure what it is about this guy, but he looks really fucking bored. I mean, look at that face. There's not a single emotion showing on that face. Just look. Look at those eyes. Those eyes. Is there any reason why the sword sounded like a fucking whip? Did that catch anyone else out? Or is that just normal now? That's normal. Okay, fine. Now, although this seems to be the greatest idea Nintendo ever has, and I can see it being incredibly useful, I mean, the idea that the console becomes portable is a fantastic idea. I can just see people nicking the two slot bits and hiding them around people's rooms as a troll. I mean, I would fucking do that for a laugh. And I'm terrible. Imagine what bad people would do with this sort of system. For all its hype, it seems to be incredibly substandard as a console. I mean, did you see that frame rate chugging right there? I mean, fucking hell. That's worse than a 2DS playing Sun and Moon. And that's awful. Now even you can ruin your life by shirking all your responsibilities by just playing video games everywhere you go. I'm assuming these switches have some sort of Wi-Fi capability or even wireless capability, so in actual fact these things will only be able to be used on a plane for about 20 seconds because they have hissy fits about 3DSs being used on them. So how the fuck would they allow a giant fucking tablet on them? Oh great, so not only now do we have to deal with incredibly losable controller systems, we also have to deal with the fact that these cartridges will not always work and we have to blow into the fucking thing. Because I still have to do that with a 2DS and it's fucking annoying. I don't know what world you live in, Nintendo, but this is the worst way to get fucking laid. I know the stand isn't quite a good feature, but the fact that this thing has an audio jack in 2016 speaks miles about the fact that Nintendo still understand what the fuck these consoles need, at least. Okay, so these things definitely have wireless controllers, so bingo, they're not going to be able to be used on a fucking plane. And secondly, those must be horrendously uncomfortable tiny things. They're like mini Wii remotes. The Wii remote was bulky as it was, difficult to hold. Those things must be fucking horrendous. Also, why can't you just have a fucking controller? Why not a controller? Why bother building a bit that goes in the middle if you're just going to build this? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, wait, so there is a controller? Okay, Nintendo. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to tell me? Well, first you've got the weird tablet thing, this thing. Then you've got the tiny weeny little tablet thing with the bits where they flip out the sides. And now you've got this. Which one will I get as standard and which one is extra? Oh, I'm guessing the actual hard physical controller will be the extra here, but, you know. Why can't you just give us one of those? That looks fucking perfectly serviceable. In fact, it looks good. It looks a nice shape. It looks a nice size. It looks good, Nintendo. Stop fucking with us. Okay, this one isn't a punt at Nintendo. This is a punt at the entire gaming genre in general. What the fuck is our obsession with Skyrim? It's a fucking 5-year-old game that's getting a remastered edition. Why the fuck is everyone suddenly going on about it? It's not the second coming of Christ. It was a broken, buggy game that got fixed by modders that is getting a HD remake to give the console something to complain about. What is good about this? Nothing! Absolutely diddly squat is good about Skyrim at the moment. It's 5 years old. Let it fucking die.
Oh, get your sink, so be yourself. And try to have a good time. Be yourself.
I couldn't think of a better way to play multiplayer than on my iPod screen. Oh wait, yes I can. It's called a fucking television. But Voxel, at least they fucking tried to include split screen. I would like to say the thought that counts as a valid argument here, but it fucking isn't. Not when the thought is that. Not when the thought is a less than 3-inch screen across. That's pathetic. This doesn't prove 4-player multiplayer, so in actual fact, most consoles still do this better. You don't need 2 screens to see it. You don't need 2 screens to play multiplayer, and a 2DS is perfectly fucking affordable at this point in time. So actually, there is no reason to get one of these. Finally, what we fucking came here for, Mario and the respective first-party games, because no one comes to Nintendo for third-party. That, in my honest opinion, looks fucking gorgeous. It looks a really nice game. In fact, it looks very similar to Mario Galaxy, so which I'm excited for that. Good on you, Nintendo. Either these women are the loudest women in human history, or she needs better fucking soundproofing on our windows. I mean, if she can hear that, what's to stop her hearing the fucking traffic 10 feet below her, or the room below her? That's honestly impressive. No gaming meetup has ever gone like this. No gaming meetup sits around a whiteboard drawing chalk tactics. More to the point, these things, they haven't actually been shown how to charge them or what the battery life is. If they last more than 8 hours, I'm fucking impressed. Genuinely, I would be impressed by them, because they're bloody powerful little systems in that case. But this will never happen. This circly thing with all teaming groups, that just will never ever fucking happen. Sorry, Nintendo, it's not your day. So what, Nintendo? You're planning on getting into the esports community? Do you know how you do that, Nintendo? You make games fucking available on more consoles than just one. That's how you make an esport. You make it publicly available. You make it high player base. You don't stick it on one fucking system. That's your main problem, Nintendo. It's not your games. It's your availability. It's your accessibility.
Nintendo Switch.
And I'm sorry, but the naming. I'm sorry, I'm still getting giggles from the fucking name. It's called the Nintendo Switch. I mean, can you imagine the board meetings that they had to discuss the name? They went, right, we have Project NX. We need to think of a name for it. And then a techie walked into the room and he's like, you there, what does this console do? And he goes, well, we don't actually know yet because we've kind of not fucking done anything with it, but you can also turn it on and off. What, like a switch? Yes, like a switch, but the switches are on everything. Like, there's a switch on our old DS, there's a switch on our current DS, there's switches on things, these things. Perfect, brilliant idea, we'll name it after something everyone knows. And that was the end of the conversation. It's like, oh, come on, you couldn't call it the Nintendo's... You could call it something even a little bit more changeable than that. Just the Nintendo Switch. Why couldn't you call it the Nintendo Dual Stick or something? That's... Or something like the Nintendo Dual. That would work. Because then it doesn't sound like a fucking service that you made to file transfer from the Wii to the Wii U. Come on, Nintendo. Nintendo fucking Switch. What are you going to call the next one? The Nintendo Go Play? Fuck's sake.